Hi everyone, it's Sandra from Sandra Bianco Photography, and today we're going to go ahead and do a two-part edit. So the very first thing I'm going to do is use the Portrait Retouch collection, and then for the second part I'm going to go ahead and use Innocence 2. So please make sure you watch both videos for the full edit on this particular image. We're going to go ahead and get started with the Portrait Retouch collection, and I'm going to go ahead and go down into our skin softening and detail. And I'm going to go ahead and use Milky Smoother. I'm just going to go ahead and start applying this to her skin. And I just have my brush opacity at 47% right now, so that's doing a pretty good job. So I just want to give her just a little bit of softening. Turn on and off, you can see what that's doing there. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is run Abracadabra Concealer. And I'm just going to go ahead and get my brush to 100%. Just going to go ahead and go underneath the eyes. And that's just lightening those little bit of dark circles that she has, lightening those up a little bit. I like that because it leaves the expression and you're not taking away every single line on the face. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is go into our skin tone palette. And I am going to go ahead and run Golden on her. So I'm just going to keep my brush at 100% for now. And just going over her skin. And we made this really easy just to correct skin tones, get rid of that muddiness, as you can see. And it's also brightening things up a bit, giving her a little bit more of a glow. So if I click on and off, you can see what that's doing. I'm going to go ahead and just reduce my opacity a little bit. And then we're going to go jump down into Soft Glow Warm. And I'm going to keep my brush at 100%. We're just going to go ahead and warm her up a bit. And it also gives her a little bit more of a glow. And then I'm going to go ahead and go into the Rosy Cheeks palette. And I'm going to select Peachy Keen. Just to give her a little bit of color on her cheeks. And I'll reduce that a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and flatten this. We're going to go into the All Over Eye Foundation. I'm just applying that just inside of her eye, on her eyeballs and whites and all. That also helps enhance the catch lights and brightens things up. You can also go into your all-in-one iris enhancers. And you can see you can brighten the iris color, darken the outer rim, and enhance the iris catch light. I use that a lot. So we'll just go ahead and blow this up, and we'll just go over the catch lights. And then if it looks a little bit too bright and fake, I like to take that down a bit. So see how that really brightened her up? Okay. And then we're going to go down into lashes and brows. And I'm just going to go over her lashes. And then I'm going to go ahead and reduce my opacity. Just to give that a little bit more definition. And then we're going to go into Define the Eyes, which is going to sharpen those up. So I'm just going to go ahead and get my brush big enough to go over her eyeballs and all. And I'll go ahead and flatten this. The next thing we're going to do is go into our Luscious Lips palette. And I'm just going to go ahead and select Angel. And I'm just going to go over her lips a little bit, and then I'll reduce the opacity. I like to always back it up a little bit and just see where it looks like from a distance. And that's just a little hint of color. Okay, that looks good. And I'm going to go ahead and flatten this. The next thing we're going to do is go into all the things. And I'm going to go ahead and go into, let's go into Extra Fill Flash. I want to add a little bit into her hair. So I'm just going to go ahead and paint a little bit of this on her hair. And then I'm going to go ahead and reduce the opacity. And then we're going to go into Paint Me Pretty. And I'm just going to go ahead and use this to paint on my subject. And I do go over the clothing with this one. I'm not going to go over her hair with this one just yet. And then I'm going to go ahead and reduce my opacity. And I'll click on and off so you can see what that does. Really brings things to life. Then we're going to jump down into our Magic Contour. And I'm just going to go ahead and use the Magic Contour Light. I'm just going to go ahead and paint this on her skin. And this really brings out the shadows and the highlights. So it's magic. So if you don't like to dodge and burn, this is an easy fix. It's clicking on and off so you can see what it's doing. And then I'm going to go ahead and jump down. We're going to go ahead and jump down into Dolish in our Fine Art Finishes. And I love what that's doing to the background and the color in the background. It's really bringing everything to life. So I'm just going to go ahead and click in my mask. And I'm going to take it off of my subject at about 60%. And then I want to take this off of her hair at 100%. So I'm just going to go change my brush to 100. And we'll get this off of her hair. And then I'm just going to go ahead and reduce my opacity a little bit. Okay, so that looks good. So please stay tuned for the next video, which will give you the full edit on this. And again, you can purchase these actions at www.greaterthangatsby.com. Let me show you really quick the before and after. So this was before we started our retouch. This was after. Before, after. Okay, please stay tuned for the next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.